$2 trillion bank is getting ready to release the Kraken on Bitcoin. The fight for free speech hits new levels of insanity, and we're going to be looking at the top performing altcoin on the markets right now, plus a bunch of stuff on the up and come. We got the homies hanging out with us here in the blockchain basement. Welcome one, welcome all. We're hanging out here. It's been a hot and heavy day. We got Jeremy on the far end.
Hello.
Here. Hello, Jeremy. How are you doing?
I'm feeling great. I got a new backpack from Threadbeast. It's Cookies brand. It's really nice.
Who's Threadbeast and what is Cookies?
I didn't know what Cookies was either, and so I wore this backpack around downtown Atlanta yesterday, and so many people tried to buy stuff from me.
Buy what kind of stuff?
They just asked if I was holding.
Oh.
Yeah. I don't know.
All right, fair enough.
Let's just say I'm very familiar with this
You're
brand.
familiar? Okay, all right.
Well, not just from that angle, but I used to listen to the guy that created this brand, Burner.
Yeah.
He's a rapper, and he created his own marijuana line
Okay.
called Cookies.
Okay, fair enough.
And he actually created his own like hemp water.
Yeah.
Which is, I mean, the guy's
refreshing.
It's a path that can lead you to sovereignty in a crazy way because it actually involves hydroponics. And we just released a hydroponics deep dive for Black Site members to learn how to grow their own food. You know what I mean? We're pretty bullish on that idea. What you got?
Did you see the last Mr. Beast episode?
I don't fucking watch Mr. Beast. I refuse to watch Mr. Beast.
He's not that bad.
Dude, what is his employee? Like, I am not going to do that. And
well, he
also,
has no control over...
I banned my son from ever watching it. Without apology.
Well, anyway, the reason I bring it up is because in the last episode, they were trapped in a bunker for 100 days, and they had like a hydroponic setup.
See? They stayed alive with it.
And it looks pretty legit. All they
Jeremy,
had to do is, like,
I don't care.
change out the water.
I don't care.
Drew's always like, I wonder why I keep getting demonetized on YouTube. And then like the third thing he says in his stream is like, I don't watch the Mr. Beast. Like, I hate that guy. It's like, well, okay. Like,
I can have an opinion about the guy. And also, we found a way around the YouTube algorithmic robots. And it is actually kind of like a new language / code that I have here. So I'm going to be posting this in the Discord. I took your advice, Taco. That was really good advice you gave me
We were
yesterday.
working on the list this morning.
Yes, it's quite a wonderful setup here. Isaac went viral.
I went
TikTok.
viral. Just hit 1 million views like
Damn.
10 minutes ago.
That is incredible,
Great.
man.
Very nice,
Congratulations.
very
You're on your up. You're coming up quick.
Coming up real fast.
Coming
They
up
ain't stopping
fast.
me now.
Like it. I like it. I like it. So, yeah. Bow for Isaac here. Now, the channel, despite us, every time I go into the gym, about 10 to 15 minutes into it, I realize I go to the live stream. YouTube takes it offline every single day. Wonder why. So we demonetized the show today. And with us demonetizing the show ourselves, just so we can actually get out to you. If you have a heart for supporting the blockchain basement, become a member, support us, or go and grab a cold storage wallet. We are sponsored by Arculus, the top cold storage on the crypto market. So you can easily use it with 3-factor authentication. I'll turn my cup here the right way. Hold on. There we go. But support us.
Seaman.
Go grab a cold storage. Yes, it says Seaman.
It does say Seaman.
Okay.
Very funny.
Now, despite all of the arbitrage, all of the taking of our channel down, we keep gaining subscribers. We're about to hit 60,000 subscribers, regardless of all of the attempts at destruction of this channel. They cannot stop the truth, and nor will I give up. So I appreciate every single one of you for helping us stay afloat and keep the message going out there. And my Twitter account, still pretty good, 5564. You can follow me at DruthCrypto. And a way to join the Black Site. If you want to get knowledge about the hydroponics or all the crazy stuff that we're letting people know about in the Black Site, you can go ahead and join the Black Site there. And this gives you instructions. It takes you to YouTube. You sign up as a Black Site member and all the instructions to link that to your Discord app so you can get into the crazy part of life there. If you are a sovereignty-focused individual seeing the world burn around you, it is a good time to figure out how to become your own savior. So now this show, I am going to start off with a quick prayer for 3 little angels that this world lost to an absolute monster out in the United Kingdom. 3 children killed in a knife attack at a dance class. It was a Taylor Swift dance class that they were stabbed at in Southport, have been named as Bevy King, 6-year-old, Elsie Stancombe, 7-year-old, and Alice De Silva Aguar at 9. Lord, please protect these angels and have a special place for them up there, taken way too soon from their parents. And it's highly aggravating to see that the people of the UK can't even warn each other about what's coming. So just another reason why, God, it's getting me all choked up, man. It's getting me all choked up. Oh, this is a hard world. This is a really rough world. It's tough. I know you're going to say, just don't say anything funny right now, Jeremy. Okay. You're looking at me. So please, send a prayer out to these angels and their families and help spread the message about this world and really what's going on there. And I got Veteran Crypto out there building out the Rumble account for us. And I really, really appreciate you, Veteran. He is helping us build a lateral area where we can converse on really what's going on in the world in Rumble. X is treating us great. And if you're out there watching on Rumble, X, or YouTube, smash the like, support us in every way. I am refusing to give up in the public square of YouTube. I will fight to the death for freedom of speech, and I'm not giving up. So now I got that out of the way, let's talk about what's going on in crypto here, because this is a crypto show. $1.9 trillion Wells Fargo is going to approve its advisors to pitch Bitcoin ETFs, and a new Bitcoin marketing team is here. And if y'all didn't know, these folks that are commission-based, that are out there selling these Bitcoin ETFs, they are absolute sharks. And they're going to be presenting this financial instrument to people that oversee quite a bit of money. Volume seems kind of low today, Owen, on the chat responses there. Turn us up. We got to turn up the volume. So this is important because these are, traditional finance asset representatives that are commission-based and very, very familiar with how to move the buck forward. And really, I think that this is, I agree with Pepe Lelink, this is extremely bullish because these are the wordsmith, the sharks that can get the information to a large contingent of the population that really has no exposure to crypto or Bitcoin. And I think that actually this is going to be some turbocharging going on for the Bitcoin bull market and really the crypto bull market at large. Now we got Michael Saylor talking about, Isaac brought this up to me. He owns more than $1 billion worth of Bitcoin personally. Can you guys imagine if you had $1 billion on your wallet? Like, what would you do? Isaac, let's say you wake up tomorrow morning and you have $1 billion in Bitcoin. What is the first thing that you would go do?
Go to basement.supplies and get a bunch of gear because
shut up.
No, I'm being serious.
Yeah,
I'm gonna get some stuff off there. Anyways, I'd probably move out.
Okay, I like that.
I'd spread it out.
Spread it out?
Yeah.
Where'd you go
diversify
into?
it.
Where'd you go into? Come on, tell me.
I would go into AVAX. I would go
AVAX.
Ondo. I would go Drift Protocol
Okay.
and Chainlink.
Chainlink? Okay. I like it.
Yeah.
Taco, you wake up tomorrow morning, you got a Billy. What's the first move the Taco Native's going to do?
I'm going to figure out how to borrow against it.
Okay.
So I never have to sell my Bitcoin.
I like that.
And then the world is my oyster. With $1 billion, you're set for life.
You got like the, what is that, Kiyosaki vibes going on
Oh,
with
yeah.
that. Yeah. Jeremy, I want this question to go over to you too. What would you do? You wake up in the morning, you got a heavy Billy just weighing you down. Would you sit on the Bitcoin? Would you go buy a bunch of cookies, backpacks? What's the first move?
I'm texting all my exes.
You're texting all your exes?
Texting all of them. Let them
Okay.
know that I got $1 billion Bitcoin, and
Okay.
if they want even a small piece of it, they got to sell their piece of crap car.
That's true.
And that actually just applies to about 10 women. So we're good. There's
love
one
it.
message that handles all that. And I think the rest of it is I would buy a little bit of fiat. That's what I'm calling selling Bitcoin now, is buying fiat.
Okay.
Put enough of it in a bank to where I get an annuity. That's money that I can just be away. And
Okay.
then continue playing trading card games. I still
like
think
that you
that's
said
fun.
put it up in an annuity. Like you had like a little roll to your tongue there. It was very classy.
It's because I'm ready for the annuity.
Yeah, I like it. Owen, I already know your answer. You're going to go buy knives and Milwaukee tools and maybe another Chevy Silverado. I understand. Is there any other things that you would buy other than another Silverado and more Milwaukee tools, though, Owen? I need to know. Huh? More camera gear. Fair enough. Owen's got a little business starting up on him. What you got?
Would you buy that camera gear to then supply to your new business that you create and that you're now the owner of, and now you have little people doing all your work for you?
He would.
There you go.
Yeah, he's building out a business for himself.
Perfect.
So, me.
Oh, and wait. Someone asked what I'm doing tonight. I'm rolling a fat blunt because it's my B-day.
Oh my! It is your B-day. Happy
That's
birthday,
right.
everyone! It's Taco's birthday.
Happy birthday, Taco.
I'm 32.
Yeah, that's a
Years
good number.
young.
I
That's
like
right.
that number. 32 is a good year. God, man, to be 32 again. What are you gonna do tonight?
I just said I'm just gonna chill, smoke, and just relax. Maybe play some Call of Duty.
All
That's what I
right,
was
fair
gonna
enough.
say. There's no way you're not playing Call of Duty.
Fair enough. Nicole Minus Tater, I'd buy Tater Island and tanks for it. I love the idea. Me and Nicole Minus are just right on the same level here. I'm thinking bunker. I'm thinking 2 tanks. One large one, I'd get like an Abrams, but then I'd also want an old school one from the British military to go in and out of the trees. And a full-scale bunker, another house, and a Resvani for sure. Maybe even a couple Resvanis. And I don't know if I would be stockpiling a bunch of iron because I don't want to just be like, sitting on too much of it. But I would be definitely going and getting some 50s.
I'm thinking about this more and more. I heard this guy talking one time about how if you want to build like a commune with people, you make it in like an institution or something like that, where you don't have to pay tax on the land, but you can live with like a group of your people and all be like just self-sovereign.
Yeah, I mean, if you have enough money, I'm sure you could set up something like that. I've even seen people like burying their loved ones on the property.
And then you don't have to pay tax on the land.
Yeah, but then, I mean, the sad part is someone has to die. That's
Well,
terrible.
I mean, hopefully it's ripe in old age, natural causes, and they lived a full, great life.
Sometimes it ain't though, man. I got my brother's ashes tattooed. My brother's ashes are right here in that tattoo. So I carry them around with me every day. Now, back to Bitcoin. A central bank moves its country's rates out of negative territory for the first time in years, and Bitcoin sells off by 20%. That's talking about Japan. Bitcoin puts an end to this kind of nonsense by replacing political monetary policy with mathematical monetary policy. The U.S. is $35 trillion in debt, and the Fed has no choice but to print their way out of this. Days like this are a gift and an opportunity to produce generational wealth by the dip. I had a really good experience. Basically, I have a buddy that has, he's been having a really hard time in life. He's been trying to find a way to build some wealth. And I've been giving him the advice, or not really, just explanation on my process in crypto. And he hit me up yesterday. Amidst all the pain, he didn't say, haha, Bitcoin's a scam. He's like, Drew, I think I'm going to buy Bitcoin. Finally. I think I'm finally going to buy the dip. And it made me so happy to hear this fella. I mean, because he's been sitting on the outside looking in. The last time we talked about potentially getting into crypto, it was like $20,000 per Bitcoin. He missed that. He went out, fucked his life up again. And, it was really heartwarming to hear him realize the opportunity moment that we're in right now. And, you can assume what I said, but essentially it just made my heart really warm knowing that there's a tangible impact going out. This is a fellow that I'm on a text message, hour-long phone call basis with. And it was really kind of gratifying. I also talked to my grandma from Montana, Fargo type area. She's like this 5-foot tall Cherokee lady that wears cheetah print. She wears cheetah print and has like a fistful of gold rings. And she talks like this. Oh, that's wonderful, honey. That's fantastic.
She sounds great.
Dude,
We need
she's
her on the
amazing.
show.
She is amazing. My grandma called me. I haven't talked to her in years. I'm like, Grandma, I've been calling you for like 3 years now, and you never answer the phone. I've been texting you. Hi, this is Drew. Finally, she hit me up. You know why? Because she saw the floods down in Florida, and she heard that I moved south from other family members. So she was worried about us and making sure we were safe. So I talked up Grandma as I was out there cooking up some burgers on those sourdough buns. And I had a sourdough bun burger today. Oh my God.
Sounds great.
Like, I am so bullish on my wife, right? Like, oh my God, she is so wonderful. So Now we go into the next. God, what a bunch of chaos in my mind right now. I had this one from Caleb Franzen. He not seeing any bearish discrepancy between stocks and Bitcoin today. On the contrary, it appears that Bitcoin is holding up stronger than stocks are right now. Bitcoin in the orange, NASDAQ in the light blue. We're actually seeing stocks move lower throughout today's session while Bitcoin goes sideways. Now, this is not a full-on decoupling by any sort of the imagination. Look how correlated these two indices are when you really compare them and overlap them. Quite incredible. But actually, this is something very interesting to note. Bitcoin on the upside, stocks continue to flow to the downside. So, I know that we have Bitcoin ETFs and Ethereum ETFs, and at large, we're now, it seems, married to TradFi. But seeing that slight divergence in the shorter time frame for Bitcoin sparked a lot of joy for me today. I really, really liked it. Let's see here. I just got here. Am I too late for the free white bread dipped in water? No, Bob. That is always available. Always available. There's so many unhinged comments in the YouTube. This is fantastic.
I love it.
I absolutely love this. Now, I saw this morning as well from Wise Advice. China might be getting ready to dump some ETH. As per Look On Chain, potentially 789,000 Ethereum, worth $2 billion, is being transferred from dormant wallets inactive for 3.3 years. These funds are coming from the Plus token Ponzi 2, and Chinese police had seized $4.2 billion worth of crypto from the Plus token Ponzi crackdown in 2020. Here's just a breakdown of all the different crypto that they're sitting on. 194,000 Bitcoin. Oh my God. 833,000 Ethereum, 1.4 million Litecoin. No one tell Tom Crown. 27.6 million EOS. I mean, that can just whatever. 74,000 Dash, 487 million XRP tokens, 6 billion Doge, and 79.5 Bitcoin hash, or Bitcoin Cash rather.
When was this seized?
2020.
All right, it makes sense.
Yeah.
That list makes sense.
Yeah.
For 2020 coins.
Absolutely, man. These were all kind of the hot tickets. They were still cooking. EOS was still a hope and a dream in 2020. Litecoin actually, I want to look at the Litecoin chart just while I'm distracted here. Let's pull up CoinMarketCap. The Litecoin chart, last time I looked at it, kind of sparked a little bit of joy here. Let's see. Check this out. So what do we got here? So this thing, let's go to TradingView, back up a bit here, pull up what is this? The 1 month, because I think Litecoin's going to be around. It's just continually making higher lows. This is not that bad. Chaotically enough, like looking at this chart on a backed up time frame, this is the monthly chart. I actually am. My wife bought some Litecoin in the dip. She bought a little bit of Litecoin, and it's the first Litecoin she's ever owned. And she was just snooping around. She was buying crypto on, I think it was it like Cash App, or it was one of those basic apps that only has a few options on it.
You could buy it on Cash App and Robinhood.
No, it was Venmo. It was Venmo. Yeah. And she had some money burned in a hole in her wallet. So she's like, I want to go use some Venmo money too. So she picked up some Litecoin. So we'll see if it lives or dies. But honestly, this thing's pumped pretty hard. It's got a higher high over the last two markets. It's a proof of work coin. It works very, very fast. So, not great for people that bought up here by any stretch of the imagination. If you bought this thing at its top, you are down. Let's see here. You are down by 86%, right? But this is where it pays to be patient, and we'll see how it shakes out. Now, the rest of the stories, what do we got here?
Wait, real quick.
What's that?
I wanted to make a point. I feel like all of these like hacks and like Ponzi's that got in, what was it, the Chinese government?
Mm-hmm.
I'm thankful that it feels like it's always on ETH and never on Solana.
Oh.
So is this going to be a thing 2-3 years from now where all of this Solana shit comes out?
Well, FTX and the Solana stuff definitely already came out. There's a lot of Solana interconnectedness to FTX and Alameda Research.
True.
It's not like it's clean.
But that wasn't like a hack on the network.
No, it's just flat out fraud.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's an
I
interesting
feel like
thing.
that bodes well for the Solana ETH chart. I feel like Solana just hit an all-time high against ETH.
Dude, Solana is. I mean, they're ripping. We got this. So CoinDesk came out with the 20 performance update. Solana is leading with a 3.9% gain as the index rebounds. This highlights 12 different assets that are trading higher with Bitcoin Cash, joining Solana among the largest advancers. But that is a good sign of price performance at the very, very least. Isaac and me were talking yesterday about. I have an idea for Isaac. I want his ideas or what he's thinking about, because honestly, all the FUD about Solana and like 90% of the transactions being under $1, plus the MEVBot activity on there. But then they post the transaction activity always, very, very bullish. And they're always talking about how Solana is just crushing everything. I really, really want to do a deep dive into how much value is actually being sent to and from Solana, because there's a lot of gray area here. You know what I mean? Like, what are your thoughts on this, Taco? I got your brain spinning on this one.
The other day, I went over a statistic that 65% of the transactions that go through Solana fail, leaving only 35 that succeed. But at the same time, you have all these people trading meme coins that are super volatile. So it could just be a slippage issue where the transaction will never go through because the slippage and the coin exceeds your like buy frame, like your limit. So I feel like, I mean, it could just be like a user error or just them not setting their slippage.
Yeah.
But I would rather use a blockchain that, if I have the ability to input a different slippage, like they have that across every blockchain, but if the transaction fails, it's not going to cost me like 5, 6, 10, 20, whatever Gwei is on Ethereum.
Right. You lose a fraction of a percent, so you barely even notice.
Penny, or it won't even go through.
Right.
So if you're just like a little more, I guess, smart when you're buying and selling and swapping on Solana, you won't get as many failed transactions. But I think they're using those metrics as like counting the transaction.
Oh, counting those failed transactions in the overall transaction.
Yeah.
See, this is stuff worth looking into, Isaac. Yeah. Like, I really, really feel like a deep dive on this and having a balanced approach to it. Because you have one side, it's like Solana is just crushing in price per token. And things like Jupiter, amazing. You know what I mean? Like, I love using Jupiter. I get my transactions
I've been loving
through.
using DeFi on Solana because I don't have to go in and out of these smart contracts and spend like $25 in Ethereum. Even when Gwei is under 10 Gwei, sometimes it could cost like $20, $25 to interact with these smart contracts. Like on my stream today, I went into a Camino. I lended $1,000 of the PayPal USD coin, and I'm getting like 18% back. I could withdraw it whenever I want. It's just going to keep compounding.
Yeah.
And that pool, it's like all, it's like dynamic. So, I mean, it's a stable coin. So you're just lending and borrowing it, but they have a cap. And I think it's like 90% filled right now. So if you're interested in that, you can check out my stream. I show you how to do it.
And Crypto Rasta, another good one. Don't forget about the governance transactions as well. Crypto Rasta, what a cool name too. Speaking of hydroponics, I went down to Barbados once.
Okay.
And I helped some local fellas that I ran into explore hydroponics because they were sitting there having to walk like 5 miles at a time for a bucket of clean water for their stuff, So I hooked up some fish pumps, did some things, hooked them up. So now this is very bullish for Sui and Tau, Bittensor Tau. Grayscale launched a new crypto investment trust for Sui and Tau. This got announced this morning, looks like. And we all know Grayscale is kind of setting this up. Oh, wait, I got to restart the computer capture here. Let me do this real quick. Stopped moving on us. So here's a quick statement from the Grayscale Trust. What is this? Ignore. Let me start it again. Oh, and it's trying to die on me live here. Do you see this? Let me redo this. I really like seeing the Grayscale opening up the trust for Tau and Sui. Honestly, Sui is an interesting one because it's got development teams that stem out of the Libra project from Facebook. And Facebook was gearing up for a billion people to be transacting. So I think that they have a really good development team behind them. Grayscale launched its trust for Bittensor Tau and Sui on Wednesday, according to a release shared with the block. The trust invests in Bittensor's native token Tau and the Grayscale Sui trust solely focusing on Sui's protocol Sui token. Yep, they're excited about it, yada, yada, yada. But I want to look at the price action for both of these tokens because I've been big on Bittensor since it was like 40 some odd dollars. It's obviously in a much different situation now, but it was one of the most violent rebounders in this last. Look at that chart. So this is the monthly on Bittensor Tau. You saw blood and guts all across many, many different altcoins. And yet Bittensor Tau has now once again rebounded and is sitting at $252 a unit. Absolutely incredible. Here's the yearly. Scoot my face out of the way so we can see this original pump 2 moment. This is the boring part where I was like, hell yeah, this seems like good tech right here, you guys. And then really I would cover it, but I wasn't talking about any entry points all the way up on in here because we had to find a prove it point, which we got there, another prove it point, and once again, we got 3 prove it points on Tau. So I really, really like this. Taco, this is a good idea. This is from Tommy Marin. Taco, please make a passive income video with crypto. I think that would be huge.
Funny enough, he says that. I'm talking with Morel. We might be making something soon.
Really?
Yeah, a whole
Okay.
course almost.
Mm-hmm.
Just to go over like staking.
Yes.
I mean, I feel like the average crypto user, they have crypto on an exchange and that's it. But like this is actually utilizing crypto, and I think that'd be very beneficial for a lot of people.
Absolutely,
So
man.
good idea, Tommy.
That is, you know, because something like me, I just ride crypto through cycles and then hammer in at, you know, supposed dead points in the market. I back the truck up and then I'm able to compound gains that way. But there's a lot of people that would be very, very interested in that income.
You know, it's funny. I found there's actually staking for Arrow.
Is there really?
Yeah.
Is it locked? How long is it locked for?
You can do 7 days to 4 years.
I would be willing to do that.
So like, yeah, if you have an outlook of a few years, which most of us do in crypto since we've been in for years, then locking a project up like Arrow on their platform, being able to vote and get rewards, it seems like a win-win-win. Like you're going to hold the token regardless. You have an outlook of it could get to like 5, 10, 20 billion.
Okay.
You are actively holding it and not doing anything with it. Maybe start staking it and voting. And there's different pools you can join and get different incentives. So it's the world of DeFi is like enormous. And it's like, it's not just tailored towards one individual. Like if you are just like big into stable coins, you can go into a liquidity pool with like USDC versus USDT. And they're like the impermanent loss there is like practically zero since it's a stable coin. So like you can assess your risk and kind of go into more risky pools where your APY is in the hundreds, 200s, thousands. That is very risky. Or you can be in like the stablecoin risk play where it's just like zero.
And you're totally like, and I know that I only slightly utilize the staking side, you know what I mean? If anything at all, it's all because I got burned by Celsius for a pretty good amount of money. And just a lot of that was just aggravating. And plus I don't want to get the tokens locked up into the bear market.
Yeah, so I feel like that's like definitely a concern. Like Celsius and FTX, like these concerns of like, I guess the main issue or the difference here is like Celsius and FTX were centralized entities. So what they were doing on the back end wasn't necessarily like on chain. They were kind of creating fake APY for all these tokens. I think they were like leveraging it and they lost out big. But most of these DeFi plays are decentralized finance on chain. So you are at the whim of the smart contracts and like the algorithms and the people who made the smart contracts. But then you could go in and look like, was it audited? Has it ever been hacked? And kind of continually assess the risk.
Oh, we be dumping right now. Let's go see. I want to see this. We live dumping. Ooh, yeah. Let's go. Let's go. Okay, you guys, because I talked about yesterday, I was looking around for a point to put a trade in on Blowfin. Also, quick reminder, we have a great deal. We have a link down in the description. If you guys use code DRUTH and sign up as a new user on Blowfin, you get $30 free to trade on futures. Now, I was looking for an entry point somewhere around like 52, maybe 52 and a half on a long. I want to long this thing, but I want to wait till we get down into this moment and create a higher low. So that is kind of exciting. I wonder if we're going to be able to get all the way down there. That's a pretty good dump on the time frame. So let's go to the 1 hour. Oh, tis but a scratch. We got a ways to go on this, but it is kind of rolling over here. This is a good question. Owen, is this from the chat, Owen? We got this one from the chat, or is this your question? Yeah, Owen's got a question here. So what top 100 coin would be the best to buy right now? He's asking about OP. Are you asking about OP? All right, let's go into OP. Let's check it out.
While you look that up, I saw Arbitrum big news today with Circle.
Well, I have some on Arbitrum. Let's see what I have. You go ahead with the Circle news, though, here.
So now on Arbitrum, you can pay gas in USDC.
Really?
Yes, so that's going to open the door to a lot of dApps and different projects. Instead of using ETH as like a gas payment where it's volatile and essentially you don't want to lose your ETH, you can use USDC. And most of the time, if not all the time, you take profits in stable coins. So it's almost essentially house money that you're using to run transactions.
Yeah.
On Arbitrum.
This is another piece of news. Arbitrum is just making moves here. Stablecoin market cap on Arbitrum just surpassed $4.5 billion.
There you go.
Doubling since the year's start. So that's a lot of value being locked up in the Arbitrum ecosystem. Now, we looked at another thing, Pendle. Me and you were looking at Pendle this morning, Taco. And I know that the TVL, we looked at it, it's still stuck at around 2.5 billion, right? In Pendle's TVL.
I think so, yeah.
The price action, let's check out the price action on Pendle, because I like Pendle a lot, but it did have a massive outflow of TVL recently. So let's check this out. Still kind of holding this level, God, that might be the bottoming out for this. But honestly, this could get even worse if Bitcoin falls below 50. This could get real ugly real quick. So kind of got to be patient on that time frame. And we haven't seen the TVL start to swing upwards again for
Pendle is like Pandora's box when it comes to DeFi. They are working with like all of these different protocols to like create different pools for liquidity.
Yeah. And they got wrapped
Launched the app. It's pretty crazy.
Let's go in here. Got it. Thank you.
So they've got markets, they've got pools, they've got point system. But if you don't want all of this like extra nonsense in the top right-hand corner,
let's go here.
Go to those 3 lines.
All right.
And then go to Earn UI.
Okay.
So this is more simplistic, just stake it and get a fixed APY. That's on the high end of the APY, but
84% for
yeah.
God. Puffer. We got all.
So
kinds
like click
of stuff.
into that Athena one,
Yeah,
and it'll
here.
break it down for you, which is really nice.
Let's see here.
So this is a fixed position APY, and it's only 21 days more. So you're not going to get that whole 84.7%, but you'll get a portion of it if you keep it in there that whole time.
Interesting.
Hey, look at that! It's reached its deposit cap, so you can't even put in if you wanted to.
So you got to keep an eye on these things for when the opening is there to get your coins in position for it.
Yeah,
that's it. I mean, this whole passive income thing is very, very. It's getting the ecosystem to be able to get passive income from crypto is going nuts right now.
Yes,
you know, this kind of plays into this story too. NASDAQ and BlackRock are looking at Ethereum options. But also, I think in November, we're going to have staked Ethereum ETFs come available. That's what Hobus is thinking. So, you know, I think that's going to be the nitrous oxide for Ethereum in a big way. But they've submitted a proposal to the SEC to introduce options trading on BlackRock's Ethereum ETF, aiming to expand the crypto investment options. Now, I thought they would have gotten the options done before the spot ETFs.
Like in Bitcoin.
Like in Bitcoin and gold. They did gold futures well before they did spot gold. So before that was kind of the average setup for how they would vet things out. But it looks like they're looking to open up the option side for Ethereum ETFs as well. Let's go to Optimism. I'm not going to forget about you here, Owen. We got $1.21. Let's go to the year. Oh, wow. Okay. OP still powers base too. I mean, that's something to keep in mind when we're looking at this chart. We got a good amount of supply still yet to come. That's where a bunch of fudders come in. But this thing is powering Base. I see Base and the ecosystem within Base is this unstoppable monster that's coming and taking over everything. So looking at this, I kind of want to buy some Optimism, honestly, right now. I got to wait like a week or two to see where this Bitcoin price action hops at. But this is the all-time graph for OP. Let's see here. Let's go to the weekly so we get a view. Yeah. I mean, because you got the resistance moment here, slight stumble. Proof it point went just below this, about 90 cents. Another proof it point at $1.17. And here we are once again. So, man, I mean, in general, I think throwing darts at the crypto board in general right now for myself, feeling pretty comfortable about it. But OP, that's going to be a big mover. Have you guys thought about the overall market cap you expect OP to hit? Taco, have you got any thoughts on that?
I'd say 5 billion is easy. I'd say 10 billion to 15 billion at the pico time.
Yeah.
So 5 billion, would that be 5x in the value?
Maybe like 3 to 4x from where it's at, because it's currently at a 1.4 billion. So if it hits 5 billion, that's gonna be like a 3, maybe 4x.
A lot of people in my circles, I go to the Atlanta Blockchain Center a lot. They talk about Base, so this is something that's pretty interesting, to me when you said powers Base.
Yeah, it's the underlying powering token behind Base. Base hasn't came out with its own token, and I don't know if they ever will.
They probably won't.
You don't think they will?
No.
I mean, one side of the argument is that they could be waiting, Base could be waiting for the SEC to be done with the Coinbase lawsuit and kind of what is and what is not a security, on one hand.
Sure.
But, OP is out there and helping it make it happen right now.
I want to hear what the chat thinks, like percentage wise of Base coming out with the Base token. I think it's like 30% yes, 70% no. But if that 30% comes true, then I would be farming on-chain summer right now.
Yeah.
To rack up your Base transactions.
That's true, because they could be counting that for the early users.
I mean, why would they have all these points?
That's a good question.
Oh, they actually have this really lucrative point today. 5,000 points for just sending your friend a text.
What?
Well, you're sending him crypto via a text.
Oh my God.
Go to
Well, hold on. We got to run the mid-roll, but we're coming back to this. I want to hear more. Let's run it.
The Blockchain Basement is powered by Arculus. This is the world's leading crypto cold storage where you can easily secure, buy, swap, send, and receive all your crypto with a simple tap using 3-factor authentication to make sure to keep your assets safer than ever. Make sure to support the channel. Use code BASE10 and click the link down in the description to get your hands on your security today.
All right, here we go. So you're talking about sending a text message to get points on the Base chain. What did you find today, Taco?
Go to Coinbase wallet.
All right, we're going in.
So we can go to like their dashboard. I forgot exactly what the URL is.
Let's see here. Base, that's wallet. I got to download it. I got to download it and all that stuff on the computer. You know what I mean?
Wait, go to their X page.
Oh, okay, good. Yeah, because I don't like putting any wallets on this damn website or on this computer. Coinbase wallet. And I like the Coinbase wallet. You can do swaps straight within it now. They've made it a little bit easier.
Is there a little like user fee, like 0.875, like Uniswap has?
Yeah, I think there's the user fee still there.
So why would you use that?
Because it's easy.
Yeah, but you're giving up 0.875% of your crypto.
Well, sometimes I hammer into meme coins while I'm driving.
That's the worst time to buy a meme coin is through a wallet. You want to do that on like a bot or a DEX.
So what you got on this? What did they roll out?
Wherever the link is to go to like the on-chain summer dashboard. Yeah, wallet, that one right there.
All right, let's go.
All right, click that. Yeah.
Let's go in.
So guys, if you want to send me some crypto, scroll down a little bit. A little bit more. A little bit more.
What is this? They got all kinds of shit going on.
Oh, wait, maybe
250 points.
Maybe refresh the page because I don't see it.
All right, let's do it.
Yeah, I think it was at the top of the page.
Fresh
It
drop.
should say 5,000 points.
Let's see.
Plus 500
points right here. Get pass.
It was there an hour and a half ago.
Dude, maybe it's not available anymore. Oh man, because I don't see any 5,000. What's that?
Progress.
Progress.
Next to play at the top.
Enhance.
Oh no, it's just your progress.
Yeah.
Let me see if I can find it.
Yeah, see if you can find that.
I was like, I think that's progress.
Is they're up to stuff right now for you, and it's a really good question. Like, why are they having people farm all of these points if they're not planning to come out with their own token? This is very, very interesting to be looking at ahead of time. And, it is a strong possibility they're waiting for the SEC to figure their stuff out on what is and is not a security before they announce any sort of token for Coinbase, because they definitely want to be in the right side of the viewpoint of regulators right now. They're, always going out to Washington, D.C. and trying to pander to them. So that is very interesting to see. Did you guys see this graph? This is Airbnb today, dropping by 13.5% after hours. This guy had kind of a funny take. So you're telling me that people don't like taking the trash out, washing the sheets and towels, and still having to pay $250 cleaning fee. I want to hop over to MarketWatch and see where it is as it stands right now. Honestly, I think it's insane to have to pay as much as Airbnb's charge and still have to take out the trash for them.
And they have competitors now. You know what?
I know.
I stayed in Dallas 2 weeks ago. I got a Verbo with my friends.
I got a great Verbo. When I was on the way out here, Verbo was amazing.
Bullish on Verbo.
Let's see here. Airbnb. Let's see here. Going in. Yeah, it's still down. Damn. Did not recover. Probably some bad earnings / internal rumblings, but this thing is fallen. Damn. They talk about crypto being volatile. Look at this thing. Holy shnikes. On the year, down all-time low for the year. Let's go to all-time, see how far. God dang. And that was one of the ones that people just like were shilling to the end of the sun. They were like, it's so bullish. It's so great. I went and had a few experiences on an Airbnb and it was absolute garbage. The chat seems a little bit cut. So what's better, Airbnb or Verbo? I vote Verbo. Right now, I vote Verbo.
+1 for Verbo.
You like Verbo?
+2 for Airbnb.
Who are you choosing?
Verbo.
You like Verbo? Jeremy?
I feel like Isaac kind of just goes with whatever the room thinks. I've had some great Airbnbs. I stayed in Indianapolis once, and it was in like a cool, like broken down mall Airbnb. So I've had really great experience with Airbnbs. That being said, I've also had an experience where on Sunday morning I'm making a bed and doing the laundry and wondering like, what is going on here? And I've also had middle-aged women call me like the day after asking how many people I had in their house. And I'm like, it was like 3. And she's like, well, I found a spill. And I was like, yeah, I mean, unbelievable. So I've had good and bad on Airbnb, and Verbo's a little untested. So I think I'm going to go with old reliable Airbnb a little bit to be a contrarian.
Yeah, I mean, it might be a nuanced combo. What you got, Taco? Do you think Airbnb or Verbo is better? Have you used both of them?
I've never used Verbo. I've used Airbnb, and I've had good experiences.
Okay. So I'm considering you team Airbnb at this point.
Yeah.
Just for chaos.
And real quick, I found the 5,000 point, like a picture of it, but I feel like they removed it.
Really?
Because I can't find it anymore.
Maybe people are getting too much juice for the squeeze.
I mean, 5,000 points is a lot.
That's a lot of points.
5x the other one, so
Yeah.
10x.
I mean, no, some of the other ones are like 100 points, 200 points and stuff like that. So pretty interesting to see. Now, I had this from Crypto Pricey, one of the fans of the channel here. Hey, Drew, there's a couple of AI projects gaining attention, and it'd be cool if we could check in, see if it sparks joy. Tars AI, TAI. So we'll go here first, but then the other one is Neural AI. I think I've heard of Neural before. I might have checked out the price chart a bit ago. Let's see if this sparks joy or not here. Bam. Takai. No, this is not it. This is not it. TAI. Let's see what we got.
Yeah.
Tars AI. There we go. Now, this one, first on the day, it's down by 2%, but I don't really think that's a problem given the overall market sentiment right now. Go to the month, not bad. Looking pretty flat on the month. A year. Okay, so it started the year at 4.9 cents. We're up to 11 cents right now. So not bad price action at all on the year. And this is really all the price action we got. So this data starts in the beginning of May of this year. So we only got 3 months data to work with on this one. Circulating supplies at 124 mil, and there's a total supply just under 1 billion. So we got to keep in mind of that. There's going to be some unlocks. There's going to be some more supply coming in. It's a Solana token. Let's go to the website. Let's see here. See if it hacks me. Solana's AI infrastructure, powered by GPT-40. or 4.0. What is that? 40 or 4.0?
It's 4.0.
4.0. All right, fine. TARS AI infrastructure capable of training AI models, monetizing data, and providing access to powerful GPUs. I like this. An advanced ecosystem modular AI applications backed by Solana Foundations. Kind of give me IO.net vibes, which I own IO.net. The reason why I own IO.net is because it has that ability to provide decentralized GPU usage. Same thing as Aether. And kind of interesting on the chart, it looks very similar to Aether in general. The structure of the chart looks pretty similar. I don't hate it. I got to say, I don't hate this. Just looking at it from forest through the trees here. Now, which number is this in terms of the rest? Where does it say what number it's ranked at?
826, right
Where does
next
it
to the
say
market cap.
Right next to market cap? Oh, okay, cool. So 826, you're digging deep for this one. What do you got? Any thoughts on this one, Taco?
I have just like an overall thought on AI. I feel like there are 2 to 3 main contenders, that being Grok, ChatGPT, and what's that other one?
You got Grok, ChatGPT, Brave AI came out, the IBM, it's the Casper backing or powering the Brave AI came out today.
The Facebook one?
Facebook has like, what is the Facebook one called?
Isn't it just Meta AI?
The one that was making like
Gemini.
historical figures, like, I don't even want to say it. But here's my overall thought on AI. I feel like those guys have like the lead because they have the data, they have the GPUs, they have the infrastructure for like training these models. Where it's like all these other smaller companies, like including the crypto like AI companies, they are like stealing or just taking like a fraction of the power of like these major AI companies, and they're trying to catch onto the AI narrative. So I feel like in like a year or two, once those AIs reach the level like Elon Musk was saying that they're going to reach, that all the rest are going to just be obsolete. They're just going to be like old language model, like language like learning models.
It's a .com bubble. You know, you see like at the first it was like Netscape or something like that. And then AOL with the discs, you know, like do you have any AOL discs at home that you use for the accessing the internet at this point?
That was how you installed the internet on your computer. Know. You put it in the disk tray, which we now all use as cup holders, and it would go in and make a bunch of horrendous noises, and then you'd have internets.
But those noises were like kind of like soothing, you know, because you felt like you were making entry into the digital ecosystem
at the cost of the rest of your family being able to speak on the phone.
Well, listen, they'll be fine. Now, really thinking about this, there was extreme upside to early investing into AOL, you know, but you had to get out and you had to move on to the thing that was then taking all the limelight. It's the narrative. You know, people complain about narratives existing in crypto. There's also narratives within Wall Street and traditional finance and regular companies. So you have to think about that. Maybe you can't marry a narrative and hope that it's going to be around 3 or 4 cycles from now. But you can ride the wave and see where the ebb and flow of things are going. And I think that's a very effective way to do it.
Because I feel like from the crypto angle and AI, they're using crypto as a way to unlock more features in the AI. So it's almost like a subscription service to this AI model where you can use a ChatGPT-4, pay $20 a month, or you can use this AI, which probably isn't as good, and you can pay in crypto instead.
Absolutely.
So I feel like that AGI, what was the
artificial generalized intelligence?
It probably has the lead when it comes to crypto and AI.
Well, are you thinking ASI?
Yeah, ASI.
That was the merger with Fetch, Ocean, and then Singularity Net.
Yeah.
Something about the ASI thing though is that it's being led up by Ben Goertzel, who's like one of the biggest thought leaders when it comes to AI development. So we do have to keep that in mind. ASI, the chart, not great because everyone sold the news, but at large, like ASI might be a massive, massive mover in the future. Now, and this is just funny. We're talking about all these plugins for AI. I highlighted Ty, and then Grok slams into the conversation here. Ask Grok. Ask me. I can handle this for you.
Yeah, you want to talk to me about Ty? I'll tear him up. I'll put him in a blender. That's like Grok.
Let's check out Neural too. I want to check this one out. Neural. Let's go to Coin Market Cap. And if you see me on Twitter and you got a question about a project, feel more than free to ask me. I'll see if I can give my opinion about it. How do you spell this? Neural. Let's see here. Neural. Neural. This one's probably it. There it is.
3,000.
So it's lost a little bit more on the day. Look at this, down 13% on the day. 7-day down 30%. Got beat down with a lot of the other altcoins in a pretty serious fashion. It's not to its lowest low in the recent history, though. It's just recently hit $2.90 right about the beginning of August 5th. The original pump 2 level was right there at 2.5 cents. It has not experienced all the downturn or a full price reset yet. Here's the yearly. Looks actually pretty damn good on the yearly, and this data starts from April 11th. It began its process at $1 and is now sitting at $3.6, up 260% on the year. So Neural AI, interesting, brand new one. What you got, Taco? Thoughts on this graph?
I wonder if there could be like a AI plugin where you can plug in different AI projects and it can assess like how AI is this really?
Yeah. Like, is it just a basic index, or is it actually
how
using
developed
AI?
is the AI?
Yeah, like how advanced is this in terms of comparing it to ChatGPT 4 or whatever?
That would be a pretty cool idea, honestly.
It would give everybody a better understanding of like the level of AI of any given AI project.
Absolutely.
Because it's such a broad term, artificial intelligence.
I know. I got to run through some insane graphs here. Orange juice is just not giving up. Look at this orange juice graph. Orange juice futures getting spicy there. And now someone responded under this with an orange juice price. Total price $16.99 from Whole Foods for 64 full ounces of organic 100% orange juice. This is absolutely insane.
Well, you went to Whole Foods. It's like the most you could spend on orange juice. I would expect that that's just like the pure squeeze stuff with nothing else.
For $16.99 though, man.
Make it yourself.
64 fluid ounces. That's about probably 8 or 9 oranges, 10 or 11. It's actually like 20.
Well,
isn't it a little telling that the best foods for you, the ones that are just the plain, just simple ingredients, are the most expensive, and the ones filled with all of the soy and bullshit, preservatives, artificial flavors, colorings, dyes is all just super cheap and easy to
they want
access.
us soft. They want everyone soft. Like, it's depressing when I sit here and realize how insane the freedom of speech rights that we have are under attack, and then I look around and everyone's just so soft. It's just so depressing.
Soft, aka low testosterone.
Yes.
I bet if you bring up like a testosterone chart of like men over history, it's just down to the right.
But it's interesting because testicular injuries in women's sports is actually the opposite. It's like a meme coin, so it's getting out of hand out there. Boo this, man. Now, I just got to run through these. USA is about to launch a $50 billion Treasury buyback program, $8.5 billion buyback in August, $31.5 buyback in September, and $10 billion worth of buybacks in October. This is the printers turning back on. Finally, an intelligent post out of Altcoin Daily. And now we got CNBC highlighting that Warren Buffett, Berkshire Hathaway, owns more T-bills than the Federal Reserve themselves. That is absolutely crazy to think about, that Warren Buffett is holding more T-bills than our literal Federal Reserve. Gives you some context that the Federal Reserve is just a front man for the massive players in the background that actually run the world. And this is from LuxAlgo, and I actually am pretty excited. We might have some exciting news coming out about LuxAlgo and the blockchain basement here in a minute, so stay tuned for that. Now, this is interesting. A U.S. consumer watchdog is probing major U.S. banks over a Zelle scam. Wall Street Journal is reporting this. The Consumer Financial Protection Bureau investigating major U.S. banks for their handling of customer funds on peer-to-peer payments for the platform Zelle network. Wall Street Journal reported this on Wednesday this morning. The proliferation of fraud and scams on Zelle, which is owned by 7 major banks, including JP Morgan and Bank of America, has drawn the attention of U.S. lawmakers, including the banking broad herself, Elizabeth Warren and regulators are concerned about consumer protection. Sure you are. Banks have argued that covering the cost of the scams will encourage more fraud and potentially cost billions of dollars. The spokespeople for JP Morgan and Wells Fargo and Bank of America have declined to comment. Now, Zelle and the banks that own it have failed to fully safeguard customers from growing threat of scams and fraud. Blumenthal is making a highlight in this statement. Blumenthal, one of the investigating parties, and they look forward to the CFPB reviewing our findings and conducting a thorough investigation. And what I got out of this is we're just trying to set up a system that is secure to send value. Say, I want to send Jeremy some money. You know, crypto is a way to cut the middleman out. This JP Morgan, Bank of America middleman out that's just suckling the teat off of our money and constantly being the value capture for what I want to send to and from. And all we're trying to do here in crypto is build that system out. And we have banks call us frauds, call us scams, the whole way up, warning people, don't get involved with crypto. It's only used by terrorists.
Blocking your
stuff.
ability to even buy it from your bank.
Exactly. Like, and you know, we covered the news yesterday about Polymarket. Like, you know, Polymarket is basically people voicing their opinions on different subject matter and even political races. And we can't even use it here in America. We've already pulled over. We can't pull over any further. And they continue to come after it. It just makes you ask so many questions on why are they so afraid of crypto really taking hold?
You know what really blows my mind?
What's that?
How you can get around all of these like geo-blocked websites with a VPN.
Mm-hmm.
So it's like, what is the point in the first place? Why not just let people do what they want with their money?
Yeah, there's a lot of questions to be asked there. Like, why is it that you have to block us out of certain locations? Why is it that you have to funnel everything down? And then we also saw the Department of Justice basically arbitrage Binance out of the U.S. You know, and now CZ's in prison, right, for being the CEO of the largest crypto exchange on the planet, and it still is. And now we have Coinbase setting up for its chance to become the leader in it. So that's why we got to watch the base chain. What you got, Doc?
For that, on that article, does it say what those fraud and scams are? Because I use Zelle via Bank of America, just sending money to people, receiving money. What is like? I haven't heard of a Zelle type scam.
Well, no, it's not Zelle itself that's scamming. It's scams that are finding ways to scam money out of people by using Zelle, right? And people trust the Zelle app.
Okay, so they're going after Zelle?
Yeah, they want to. I mean, they're going after Zelle for fraud happening on the platform. You know what I mean? And it's basically just an easy way to send and receive money.
Seems so ass backwards.
I know, and that's why I got to cover
Why not
it.
what was it? The government lost like $2.4 billion in accounting error.
Oh yeah, well that's no big deal, right? No big deal. Honestly, like the biggest thing that still makes my blood boil is the Pentagon losing trillions of dollars on September 10th of 2001. Then September 11th, right? And then everyone just talks about how bad.
And the insurance claims that were taken out on the building.
Absolutely. You know what I mean? It's just.
And he I forgot who it was, but he's like, yeah, these were two separate events. So this is two separate paychecks.
But no one paid attention to that. And I think they went on to fail 6 more audits. The Pentagon failed 6 more audits. And nobody gives a shit. Well, it's just incredible.
We're banned, guys, but at least the truth has gotten out.
Well, you know what? I think it's safe to say that stuff because they're not concerned about that stuff. They're more concerned about me talking about Iran. They're more concerned about me talking about hummus. They're more concerned about me talking about his bulldung and more llamas and spree law. Right.
I think your language is only effective if other people know what it is.
Yeah,
that's why we're dropping.
That's why we're dropping in the Discord. Okay, that's why we're dropping in the Discord because these things need to be taught. What's that? You think it's too close? Well, I run
every day.
I run every day, Owen. Okay. You think they're gonna get me still? God, is it the hat? You think it's a hat? It's the flag, isn't it?
It's
the
damn
flag.
Oh, I think Owen's
Unbelievable.
saying that like a
It's Sarah
bot
Gonzalez.
listens, so the bot's gonna just think you're saying I run the country really fast.
I run this country better than anybody. Believe me. Now, other things that we're going to be covering, just a quick note on is Elon Musk is going after this consortium that has been stopping X and Rumble from being able to get paid by advertisers. Basically, there's been a concerted effort against X and Rumble to squash the competition, the free speech, the platforms where we can just say whatever the hell we want. And these are comments from Elon Musk. We tried being nice for 2 years and got nothing but empty words. Now it's war. And I feel the exact same way. I am not going to just run away from YouTube because I'm going to go into the gym and 15 minutes from now, it's probably going to be taken off the internet. But I'm going to continue to fight because this is America. We have the right to free speech. Just because it's a digital town square that we're speaking on does not mean that I should run away and bow down to these algorithmic robots. What you got, Tex?
See, Fat Tom, my wife works for a major medical company. They were hacked yesterday and their medical information is being held for ransom.
Holy God.
What a great argument for plugging in secure blockchain.
Holy God. That is crazy. We're probably going to be covering that. Fat Tom, if you could send me some info on X, that would be super. That is absolutely crazy. And it is a good reason why we need a secure blockchain to protect our data, right? I mean, that's the power that we have in crypto is not only securing our data, making this infrastructure sound, but also not having to worry about being censored 10 years from now, 20 years from now on our ability to purchase goods and being able to retain our own value and become our own bank. And you can protect your crypto with the best in the business cold storage wallet. That is Arculus. You use code BASE10, click the link down in the description and use code BASE10 to help us out directly. You get 10% off. You can get one of these bad boys. These things are freaking awesome. Metal card. I don't know if you can hear this. Hold on. There you go. I like this thing quite a bit. And it's very easy to use. So now all those people, all my friends and family that have been seeing what I've been doing in crypto over the years, they're going to reach out to me and they're going to be like, hey, how do I do this? And there is one answer for me to give them. It is Arculus because it's the easiest in the business to use. So I appreciate every single one of you supporting us. Become a member, smash the like, share the stream out. If you're on Rumble, if you're on X, if you're on YouTube, we need your help more than ever. The teeth of censorship are coming down and we are not giving up. Appreciate every single one of you out in the chat. Fat Tom, George Martinez, DCA and Prey, C90FTW, Laserface 2030, Mark Smithson, veteran. You are an absolute G helping me build out Rumble. Shitty Bandito and Crypto Ditto. Oh, VZ Fat Cat, all the people. Now we're gonna go hit the gym. What day is it? What are we doing?
It is deadlift
Wednesday.
day.
Deadlift day.
That's correct. Today is
Deadlifts.
full.
You in?
I thought Wednesday was leg day.
No,
that's Thursday.
Thursday's
Thursday
leg
squat day.
Oh my gosh.
Are you ready for this?
I think I just am gonna do my mile and get out.
You're gonna do your mile?
That's what I usually do.
That's a good move. Keep the endurance up.
Yeah, run
like
a mile and then leave.
I like it. I like it. Well, hope you all have a great day. Go out there, touch some grass, touch some ass with consent. You know what I mean? Come on, more, Drew. We've been riffing for a while. You know, like it's been a day with like low news, but I have so much to say. What you got?
I want to answer Cryptito's question, but I'm not sure what he's referring to. Is there a way to get your Solana native tokens back after losing it for not paying the Solana rent?
Rent?
What are you
I'm
talking about,
guessing
man?
those are
Solana rent
gas
is a
fees.
thing?
I
Yeah.
hate Solana rent.
If you explain that more, I'll try and help.
What's the thing you hate the most about Solana rent, Jeremy?
The awkward conversation with Solana landlords, definitely.
Oh,
you know,
man.
he stops by and it's like, "Are you gonna leave now?" And I have
Yeah.
to bring out Solana cookies. It's
Oh
rough.
my God, Solana curry is a thing. It's just, it's a huge deal. All right, y'all, we're going to head out. I'm going to hit the gym, enjoy the day and go hang out with my family. I hope all of you are doing well. And hopefully we get some good price action so I can enter a nice juicy long on Bitcoin. Until then, I bid you adieu. Goodbye.